Hello everybody, this is my Nottingham update for the steering group meeting. Happy 2011 to everyone. Uh, I've just had last week, we've met volunteers and I for the first time this year. There's a lot of very exciting things happening in Nottingham. A lot of volunteers have expressed a lot of interest in doing a lot of the sessions that are now going on. As you all may know, I was off ill for quite a lot of time last year, so now I'm back in behind the driving seat in Nottingham, and yes, we've got. I've been doing one-to-ones with all my volunteers. So far, I've only got about 8 done, so I've got quite a few to go, and I've been attending sessions. I've been just dropping by to see how things are going, speaking to partners. We've got a new session that has just begun at the Refugee Forum. I went, today is the 19th of January. I went yesterday, the 18th of January, and it's incredibly gratifying in that there are the people that are actually the sessions that are taking place on the Tuesdays and the Wednesdays are doing advice sessions, and people are just waiting and waiting for hours, and us being there really gives them something to do. I know that yesterday when I went with Matthew McVeigh, and he seemed to like it. It's Then today I'm going along with other volunteers. I'm going to Banca this morning to see how the session is going there. At the minute, we have got a session at the Greenway Centre as well on Wednesdays, and that seems to be going well. We have also got on Tuesdays, we've got a session running in the Chase Neighbourhood Centre. I do apologise, the Chase Neighbourhood Centre. The minute being run by Mark and Tony, and Mark and Tony have actually got some brilliant ideas, and I was just talking to Mark yesterday, and we're thinking of doing some surgeries, for example, bring a bill surgery. That's something that was previously discussed, but I actually really want to go ahead with that. Perhaps going to places such as we want to, doing just more outreach in Nottingham, and obviously publicising. That seems something that's been talked about a lot by the digital activists, and I agree. So we're going to be moving things forward in that way. I dropped by on Monday to see the Hyson Green Library sessions and the Central Library session, meeting with Ian Pickering at the end of that for his one-to-one, and those seem to be going along quite well. And we have got on Fridays, we've actually got a session starting at the Refugee Forum for women only, starting at 10 o'clock. That starts next week, so that'll be very, very interesting. And on Fridays as well, the last Friday of the month, we've got the Skills Exchange Breakfast at the Partnership Council in Hyson Green. That's been going on since the very beginning, and that seems to be going quite well as well. And this Saturday is the first session at the Refugee Forum where they do a food drive, and David, Kelly, Matthew McVeigh and I will be going to that and seeing how it goes. So it's very, very exciting. A lot of new developments in Nottingham. We've also got a day of action coming up. That seems to, at the moment, Mansfield's definitely pinned down Friday. And we have got, in Mansfield at the minute, there is interest. It looks like we may not actually start until sometime in the summer, perhaps, a little bit later in the year in the area, but there seems to be interest. And chatting as well to the DAs, I know that they've got a lot of suggestions regarding Mansfield, and I do think that surgery such as what Mark mentioned would be very beneficial in that area. We're talking as well, perhaps doing more outreach in pubs. A lot of pubs seem to have Wi-Fi. We could also, do outreach at the mosque or at church. We do need to do quite a few things. We're thinking, and also there is an idea that Mark brought forth to do a case study on a particular gentleman that he's met at the Central Library. So we'll explore that avenue, and that should be very, very interesting. And with that, that's me signing off, and thank you very much for listening to me ramble on about my areas, and I will see you on Thursday. Yay.